refugee mother faces numerous struggles when it comes to getting their children into schools. This is particularly true for refugee mothers in countries like Malaysia, where access to education can be limited due to a range of factors, including legal restrictions, language barriers, and other financial restrictions. Nacima is a youth refugee from Somalia who had been living in Malaysia for over 4 years. She's the co-founder of SWAM, Somali Women Association Malaysia, which worked to empower and support women in the community. She saw this as an opportunity to make a difference and help other women and children in her community. She knew that many refugee children faced barriers to attending schools, including language barriers, lack of resources, and discrimination as well. She was determined to help address these issues and support the education of refugee children in her community. Despite facing many obstacles, Nacima worked hard to pursue her own education. She had struggled to find the resource and support she needed, but she was determined to succeed and believed that every refugee child deserved access to a quality education. I have a question for you. What do you think are some of the biggest gaps and challenges in providing support to refugee mothers and their children's education? And how do you address those challenges?
Actually, there are many gaps and challenges that the refugee mothers are facing. Those many challenges include limited access to information. Many mothers are not aware that there are opportunities out there for their children's education and the process of enrolling those children to the school. This could be due to the language barrier and also lack of access to resources and also lack of financial constraints. Another obstacle that the refugee mothers are facing are the language barrier. The mother may not speak the language of the host country. Another obstacle for the refugee mothers and the children can be a legal barrier. Some of the refugee mothers and also the children may not have the legal documentation, which makes them difficult for them to go to school. Many refugee mothers and their children face discrimination and stigma from the staff and also from the parents, from other parents. And that's actually causes for them to not have an access to education and also be hesitant to go to the schools also. To address these challenges, it's important to provide support for the refugee mothers and children's education, and this support can be providing information and resources. Local organizations and community leaders can provide information and resources to refugee mothers about the education opportunities and the process for enrolling their children in school. Local organizations and community leaders can provide financial support and refugee families to help them afford the school fees and other educational expenses. Addressing these challenges and providing support to the refugee mothers and their children's education, we can help to ensure that all children have an access to quality education and the opportunity to build a better future, and also for themselves and their communities so they can put it back to their communities as well. So some of the ways that the wider community can help our women's organization are, for example, volunteering. So volunteering our time, the skills can be a great way to support our women's organization. For example, you can help with tutoring and also mentoring, language support, and arts, and also other activities that can support the refugee families. So another way of supporting our women's organization could be partnering. So by partnering with other organizations and community groups to support the refugee families and create a more supportive and inclusive environment, this can involve collaborating on events and sharing resources and expertise and working together on advocacy efforts. So in conclusion, I can say by supporting women's refugee organizations and working together with the wider community, we can create a more supportive and inclusive environment for both refugee families and their children also, and help them to build a better future for themselves and their communities. Thank you very much.